Hey, it's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. I'm so happy back on set with Jaime Chapman, my amazing gal pal. And Jaime is a rock. Like, if you're any part of Midtown, downtown, Riverwalk, Brewery District, Jaime is there, and she has her pineapple pedicabs, and she's more than just pineapple pedicabs. She's also on the board with Midtown. So if you want to know what's going on, Jaime is your gal, and that's why Jaime's here, because she's amazing. So welcome, Jaime. Say
Thanks,
just a little. I already gave you that intro, but tell us who's here with us today and why.
We've got Bill. We have a little girl named Bill here. Bill's named after Bill Withers.
Aww.
Yeah, she's looking at me. Hi. Bill's here in place of Peggy because Peggy ate 10% of her body weight in dark chocolate yesterday, or 2 days ago. Just got out of the hospital.
Yeah, so she's doing better.
She's doing better.
How did she get, was she like being sneaky? So Peggy's also blind.
Peggy's blind,
so was she
her
just
nose
sniffing?
works really well. She's a professional trash dog. So I think, I left a little jar a little open and she found it and things went
sideways.
Yeah, very south fast.
Very south fast. Well, I'm glad that Peggy is getting better. And if you are out and about in Midtown, when Jaime's driving, Peggy is usually in the basket, so it's really cool.
Yeah, she's got her fun little sunglasses.
She has her fun sunglasses, and she has her own Facebook page or Instagram.
Peggy the Blind Pug.
Peggy
Please
the Blind
follow
Pug.
Her. She would love that.
Yeah, follow her.
She's working to get free kibble.
And she's also going to be on set every now and then. We're going to be talking some cool doggy tips. So we want to make sure we don't forget our pet-friendly people. Anyway, so anything else you want to share before we get on to some more business of who's going to be on the show?
Are we talking about the Enchanted tour?
Yes!
Yay! Yeah, so we have a brand new tour coming out that it won't be on pedicabs. We're broadening our horizons. So we offer tours on pedicabs, the Reno Brew Bike.
I love that one.
And brand new, released today, is a art car, a Cinderella themed art car tour. So it holds about 8 people. You got to go on
I was on with one of the inaugural ones, and we have a little video you're going to see as we're chatting.
That was the first tour ever.
It was so cool.
And so it goes through downtown, Midtown, a little bit of the Riverwalk, the Glow Plaza area. You'll see art that was at Burning Man, murals, history. It's a little bit of like all of Reno.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say who's gonna come on real quick, and then we're gonna do a cheers, and then we're gonna chat about what I'm wearing.
Can't wait.
So next segment, we're gonna have Denise Ray, one of my good friends with Mama Ray's Kitchen, and I'm excited because you were like, who's Mama Ray? Well, it's Denise Ray, and she's incredible.
I'm excited.
And she's very blessed to have been partnered with Dave Asher, and he's with the By Nevada First Gift Shop and Visitor Center. In Reno, Nevada, across from the Atlantic Casino. I say the Reno Old Town Mall. It's where if you're from Reno, anyway, I'll get you there. It's amazing. And he's going to tell all about how he started, how many products he has in there. And he actually was one of our first cheerleaders for Buy Local. And when I first met him, I wasn't even About Town Deb yet. I hadn't even really started radio yet.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
We go way back, and it's really nice that, with Denise, when she said, I really want to bring on my friend Dave, and I'm like, I know him. I know him from the beginning.
That happens all the time to you. Like I want to bring this person on. She's like, oh yeah, I've known them forever.
Well, I think it's because Reno is such a cool community. And then I was talking to Denise, and I said, I'd love you to bring another representative, because she went from the Buy Local store into Rayleigh's.
Oh,
so
cool.
Isn't that?
That's awesome.
So that's a huge jump. So we're going to have Ray Ann from Rayleigh's, who is the assistant team leader. And we're going to be talking about what it's like to be a team and be a part of a community. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to do a quote, and then we'll chat about what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So every community, there is work to be done. In every nation, there are wounds to heal. In every heart, there is power to do it.
That's awesome.
It just makes me be still, because I feel like my brand is together, we're one heart. But it really, you need to think about that. Like, we are so blessed in our community, in our country, to have so many cool people. So
we are.
Can you guess what I'm wearing? Can you let's see if you can guess.
Well, I can guess. You always look amazing. By Labels, right?
Yes,
that's where you get all your stuff. And we have what is your dress?
My dress is a Bella doll.
Bella doll.
Bella doll. And I'm just going to be honest, I hate showing my arms. So I have a Elaine Fisher blazer.
Man, I've been looking for a good blazer.
Labels
That
has
one's
a
great, and it's thin. Is it thin?
It's very thin.
Oh my gosh.
Labels has a ton of blazers. And check out my shoes.
Amazing.
These are, where are they? Stuart Weitzman shoes. And then I have a turquoise pearl necklace from Label. So
Are they comfy?
yes, they are. They're not very high. Well, I actually, just to be honest, I keep it real. I can't get them tied any tighter because I'm not very good at this. I don't have like someone to come down and tie my shoes for me. So they could be a little tighter, but they're very comfy and
They're
I
super
love
cute.
them.
They go with
And
the
as you
outfit.
notice, we always show the braid. This is Deb's Caliber braid. So check out the braids.
I want
Caliber,
braids
you need
every time.
Well, you
They're
have
so
braids.
cute. No,
What
I
are
have
yours called?
dreads.
You have
can
dreads.
braid these dreads.
Well, let's have them braid your dreads.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Maybe I'll braid one on the break just so we can be a little matchy.
We'll be a little matchy, and of course, Nails Silk Salon. So we're going to do a
really
cheers
need those.
before we go to the break. So
I'm
this
sorry,
is
I
my
already drank.
She snuck it. This is the About Town Deb Sauvignon Blanc from Crystal Basin Cellars on Carson Road. So we got to do got to sip before we.
Oh wait,
get
you
it.
have to do the house. We
Who?
cheers each other and then to like, you know.
Okay, hold on. We cheers. Now what?
Now you tap like the table.
That's the house.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I take
And
a
then you
sip.
drink, yeah.
I always
didn't know
learn
that?
something. I didn't know that.
Taught
That's
you
why I have.
something.
That's why I have you around. So we're going to take our first break. We come back. You're going to see some cool goodies set up by local items here and some
Yay.
good stuff. And we're going to have Denise on here with her Mama Rays. So hang tight. It's About Town Deb with City Talk and Jaime Chapman. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. I am back here with Jaime Chapman, our pineapple
Yay.
pedicab, amazing midtown, all around town, About Town Deb, and with all around town Jaime.
Yeah. Oh, I need my own little jingle.
You need a jingle. We got to get a
Rhymes
jingle
with
for you.
Jaime.
Yeah, I'm just so happy that you're here because I love that you represent local, and that's really what we're about in our community.
Exactly.
And now we're bringing in Denise Ray, my friend with Mama Rays, and she'll tell us her story, why it's called Mama Rays, because we need to know that. And Dave Asher, how far do we go back?
Oh, we go back before you were popular.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
was like,
She's always
somebody,
been popular.
didn't
You're-
somebody like me? Did I have at least
you're
a
like
few
my
friends?
little sister here that I watched you blossom into this amazing local personality.
Thank you.
I knew you when nobody else knew you,
Yeah,
and
you're
way
right.
back in
with
the beginning.
with Papa Tony and
Yeah.
Nevada Matters. We always want to talk about how we got where we got. Nevada Matters. Eddie
Everything
Floyd.
Nevada Matters had fit in a milk crate.
I
Remember that?
remember. It was
they bring
in-
out the
was it in your
recorder
office?
and a couple of tape recorders and a couple of microphones,
That's
and
how
that
we
was
started. That's
how it
how-
started. And that's when you ended up on the radio. And now look at
Wow,
you
look
with this
at you.
amazing
Wow,
TV
that's
show
amazing.
set.
No, we literally Rajan Zed.
Yeah.
Does a lot of interfaith work in our
Yes.
community, and he saw me at an event, and he goes, "Are you?" He has like an accent, so are you a photographer? I'm like, no, I don't. I have a camera, but I'm not a photographer. He goes, "You're a photographer. You're taking my headshot." I'm like, no, I'm not a photographer. Okay, fine, I'll take your photo. He took me to Rancho San Rafael. I brought my dad with me. And this was like 12 years ago. And I had a Canon camera that my dad bought me. I had no idea how to use it. I put it on auto, I pretended. I'm like, I don't know, where's the lighting? Took like 100 photos. I got a headshot out of it that worked. Put it in the newspaper. And then he said, oh, I need you to come take a photo of me. I'm gonna be on a radio show at Dave Asher's place. And I'm like, now I have to go there? So then I went to where Eddie Floyd was, and I had my Canon. I'm not a photographer, mind you. Taking a photo while he's on the radio to put online. And then you had your grand opening, your ribbon cutting, right? Was that the
Yeah,
same day?
that was a big event.
It was a big event, and that's how we met. And then you took me to we went to Earth Day, and then I went to Earth Day, and then you introduced me to more people. And then here we are now.
Now
And-
you're famous.
I know. No, I'm not famous.
What year was that?
Oh, it was at
remember?
least
Well,
12,
12 years ago.
12 years ago, at least.
Whatever
Could
the heck
be
the
12.
mathematics is for that.
I don't do math, but that's okay. Anyway, so I love to show the personal side, to show relationships that in our community, people actually do continue the relationships and they build the friendships and they help keep connecting other community members. So we're going to start with Denise first. So tell us a little bit about how did Mama Rays kitchen, become Mama Ray's Kitchen?
Well, Mama Ray was my mom, Diane Ray, and this whole business was created in honor of her. The original spice that you see with the red cap is a family recipe from about 30 years.
Is it a secret?
Yep. And we would jar it and put in little mason jars and give it for Christmas presents to friends and family. And people would ask me for the recipe, and for some reason I wouldn't give it to them.
Well, you weren't
which
supposed to.
I normally share all my recipes, and I just decided, no, you can have more, but you can't have the recipe. And then a few years ago, I decided to make a business of it. And
So how
share it with people.
how long has that been?
So
You
it
said
was
a few
It
years.
was 5 years ago, but we moved during the pandemic back to Reno, and so I took a year off and worked with Dave a little bit. Just did the housewifey thing, getting the house together, and after about a year or so of that, decided to get it up and running and do a Made in Nevada business. So.
And you started with the red one, and then now you have.
And then my
how many?
husband and I created the other 3.
So there's 4 in total.
Yeah.
And they're all for something different. What are they?
They're all different. So there's the original.
Cute.
Go ahead and pick
so
them up.
there's
the
We're
original.
at home here.
Vanna White, you know.
We're at home
Vanna
here.
White.
So
It's
the
fine.
original
Yeah, hand them out.
is the family recipe, and then the steak rub, we came up after that, along with the Italian.
I put this on my steaks.
This is
yes,
really good.
yes.
And
Do you like marinate it? You like put it on the
Oh,
floor
I just drowned it while I'm cooking.
while
you
you're
know.
cooking.
Yeah, rub it.
You could marinate it too, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yep.
put that on my
this something?
avocado.
It's great on avocado.
It's great on
oh
avocado.
my gosh, really good. And then,
then
we
what's
came
this
up
one?
with the Italian. And we
That
have a
go.
local restaurant in town, Our Town, which is by your store, Our Town Pizza, which is owned by Marvin Kinney. And
Yes.
he actually uses our Italian blend in his croutons.
No way.
See?
I've
Way.
just been talking to them. My boyfriend's like, "That's the best pizza in town." I'm like, I haven't had it. I haven't had our
I
town
actually
yet.
have, and I want to
It's
go
very good.
back. And
Really
now that I
good.
know he uses
It's
your
a deep
seasoning,
dish.
I need to go back again.
And he sells our product in his store, and he also puts the Italian on all the tables for the people to sprinkle on their pizza.
now,
What was the
telling
yellow
ya,
one?
that's what it's
Italian?
about.
Or no, what's the yellow?
Oh, poultry.
Chicken. Put that on your
Oh.
chicken.
Put that on your veggies, on asparagus.
Put it on your seafood.
Veggies. Yeah.
You put on all kinds of stuff.
I get my cold chicken you take with your lunch. I've got some in my refrigerator at lunch and at my
Oh, like your
lunchbox, and I'll put
sandwiches?
that
Really
all
good.
over it
You
when
You
I
can
eat.
put on
Yeah.
anything. It's really
Very
cool.
good. Put it on your cottage cheese. I mean, one of the
Stop
things.
it. Which one?
Cottage cheese is a
I'm
new
like
thing
a
now.
huge. No, what?
I put it-
It is not a new thing.
No, I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
come back.
It's come back.
come back. You
Cottage
can,
cheese
like,
never went anywhere. Not for me.
well, no, but I'm saying it's come back for the
It's
new
like
people.
trending right now.
It's
Cottage
Very
cheese
trendy.
is
trendy.
It becomes
It's-
ice cream now.
What?
You put in a blender and you put in like
You can make sandwiches with it.
It's
Did you see this on TikTok?
no Instagram, Reels.
Same.
Same thing.
Wait, which one do you put on the cottage cheese?
That one's excellent on cottage cheese, but we
They
do
all
the.
work.
Do we get to take one of these home?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just start.
Okay.
This sounds like ask on TV.
Ask on
Say
TV,
yes.
she has to say yes.
I brought one for the whole class.
Oh, yay, wonderful dog class.
And then, how are you affiliated?
Well, here's,
with,
so let's continue the
Well,
story.
that's my story that
Yes.
we'll get into how I support the local people. Is it my turn to go?
Well, you're,
how do you guys
Are
know
you
each
finished?
other?
Oh, how do you say how do you know each other?
So it started like this. Back when I knew Deb, I had a little co-op office space, and I found I'm supporting local entrepreneurs. And I felt like a hippie with long hair and a tie-dyed shirt, and I got my sign. I'm going buy
You
local,
kinda
buy
were.
local,
Do
Do
buy
we have
local.
pictures of that? Can we
I
show
had,
pictures?
Yeah, I'd like
I
to
had,
see that.
this is a long time ago.
I'll try to find one.
This is 10 years ago. I was young then.
I probably have a photo. So.
And so buy local is just a hippie thing, but it turned into supporting locals, turned into this amazing retail opportunity that I have in the Reno Town Mall. It's a blessing of the mall that gave me this gift of this space to support locals at a retail level. And I have more locals in it under one roof now than anybody in the state.
How many?
Over 200. It's 200 to 250, and
It's a beautiful store.
it's
At the
amazing.
Meadowwood Mall?
It's the Reno Town Mall.
Reno
Across
Town
from the
Mall.
Atlantis.
The Reno Town Mall, cool.
It's a
Right
beautiful
by the
old
cross from the
mall.
pizza
yeah.
place.
Yeah, I
It goes
know.
back to
I
the
know.
80s.
Atlantis.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mall, and the mall owner wanted me to be
Rob.
part of. Rob
Shout
wanted me
out
to be
to Rob.
part of the community. He wanted the mall to be part of the community, and he gave me this opportunity to support local businesses. So now at a retail level, I went from buy local to buy Nevada. When I looked at the economic development of it, our tax base is keeping money in Nevada. So I went from buy local Reno Sparks to buy Nevada first. If you study the mathematics of it, supporting Nevada-based businesses keeps the profits in the state. It's the #1 way to create jobs.
And vote.
And so I was recognized for that theme by Mike Kazimierski at EDON. He blessed me with one of the highest achievements awards you can get as a citizen for economic development and job creation. So I went from a hippie with a protest sign to one of the leaders in economic development and job creation with my partnership with EDON to support local entrepreneurs. That turned into their support of startups, which they have the Innovation Center now. And then I have this retail opportunity to support all these made in Nevada and locally owned businesses in my 20,000 square foot store at the Reno Town Mall.
Who do you think, so like, what's your main demographic that comes in and shops there? Do you get tourists or is it mostly local?
Yeah,
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing, my business license name is this long. It's the Buy Nevada First Gift Shop and Visitor Center.
I know, that's why I was like,
It doesn't
what's
fit on the
happening
business
here?
license. And because I put Visitor Center on there 10 years ago, I Googled #1 for souvenirs, visitor information. And we get people from all over the world. We're across the street from the convention center, the Atlantis,
it's
down the road
perfect
from
location,
Peppermill,
right, yeah.
and the main corridor of Virginia Street. I literally welcome people from all over the world to Reno. And when they're buying a souvenir, I usually ask them, I say, where are you from? They'll say Peru, Japan, China, because of Tesla here. A lot of foreigners, and we are a destination for a lot of those kind of people. And so when I see them buying souvenirs, I'm just so blessed, and I welcome them. I send every one of them to Virginia City, Lake Tahoe, and then you go to Carson City next.
Pineapple pedicabs.
And yes, yes,
for sure.
and then you go to Carson City to the State Museum if you have time.
that.
So if you've been to those 3 things, go ahead and go home. You've seen everything. Go to Midtown, go to the Riverwalk. Downtown is not as pretty as it should be.
I will show you a beautiful side of downtown.
Well,
Yes,
the
you will.
Riverwalk is amazing. That is really a jewel. But we get people from all over the world, and I'm blessed to support them. And then it evolved into, I'm part of the Nevada Inventors Association and part of Made in Nevada. And so I have all these products made in Nevada. We have local inventions here in town. I have a section of just local inventions.
We're a little bit past break. So we are going to have you back. Can you stay for the finals for the Devs pick?
can.
Because
good.
when we do the Devs pick, we have plenty of time for that. We're going to do food in this, and then
I heard we get to open some stuff.
We get to open some stuff.
I want to try.
So actually, let's open one thing now. Give us one thing now, really quick.
This is a brand new company, a local
Yes,
company that
let's do
started
that
this.
one.
And these are freeze-dried Skittles.
I want
Wait,
freeze-dried
Oh my
Skittles.
gosh.
It's called Tahoe Treats.
But who makes it?
They make it here,
Tahoe
right in
Treats?
Reno.
Tahoe Treats is
Yeah.
the name of the company?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Do they only
wait.
make these Skittles?
No, they freeze-dried a bunch of stuff.
Okay, let's have some freeze-dried Skittles.
I'll try 'em.
And they're probably paired
you go.
really well with my
They will.
Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh, look at the
They're
back
gonna-
of the packaging.
Oh,
it's
they're
all
really good.
They
rainbowy.
melt in your mouth.
Oh my gosh, they're
Really
actually
good.
Skittles.
They're actually Skittles.
Oh my gosh.
I love
They
them.
freeze-dry ice cream sandwiches
They're
cut
good.
into little
So
squares.
Oh my gosh.
These are good with the wine.
It is amazing with the wine. You have to try it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
have
you
to
about
try
these
that.
people when
Put
we
in your
come
wine.
back.
When we come back, we'll chat more about Buy Local. It's About Town Deb, Jamie, Denise, Dave. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. Jamie Chapman, my co-host. This is her first time on the official set with cards and all this, right?
Yes, I'm getting used to them. I keep making sure they're right side up.
I know,
I've
we
got
got them
something
upside
on this one,
down.
sorry.
You know, it just is easier because you don't want to see my messy writing on the back, even though I do type them, but then I put notes and whatever. We keep it real here. But we are here at Dream Pilot Films in Sparks, Nevada, which is so cool. You know, Brandon and Rachel, they've welcomed us in an amazing studio.
Every time they came out and they filmed the Jade mural.
Oh, yes.
And every time Brandon shows up or DreamWorks shows up somewhere there, or Dream Pilot, their setup is just, it blows my mind every time. I'm like,
You see the setup here?
It is so professional.
So
I mean,
pretty
here,
here.
but even
It's
when
so
they're
pretty.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Like the whole setup when they're out, you're like, you brought all of that, and it's not like they show up in a big car. Like I have no idea how you're like,
How they
what's going to
get out
happen
there.
here, and then every time.
No,
it
they're
blows my mind.
incredible. So I'm very, very
And
grateful.
they make us look great.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's incredible. When
Yeah.
you see this, you're gonna be like, whoa, I look good.
Good lighting.
Yes, they really
It's
like
the
it.
lighting.
Good
Yeah.
lighting.
So I'm going to do a quick quote because we missed it, because
Okay.
this kind of goes together what we're talking about. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate action of its members. All of us. This is what it's about. This is what about buying local is. So on set, I'm very happy. Well, we still have Denise Ray, Mama Ray's, my amazing friend. And
Hello.
I am so glad, like when I met her, and I think Dave Asher said to me, I had to meet you actually, because I wasn't there he had something going on and Georgia was there and I wasn't there. And Georgia got to meet you and I
the
didn't.
store.
And I was a little
Yeah.
jealous. So, and now look at us, I'm really happy. And then you had your adventure continued with
Yeah.
Rayleigh's, as we had mentioned. And I'm very honored, very, very honored to have Rayanne, and Rayanne Walker is with the Rayleigh's on Keystone. She is the assistant team leader. And that says a lot because Rayleigh's is about, we just love you.
Yeah,
Rayleigh's is
cute.
about team leadership and helping each other. So I love that. And I'm just going to start out with a saying, and then I'm going to let you continue because I know you talked about it. Imagine a grocery store built on a higher purpose. When you say that, what do you think? Like, does it make you go, like?
Quality products. Locally.
Yeah, I mean, I was like,
I heard you say it.
you
You-
write this, or is this literally you guys' motto?
That is their. That is, I
their
got this
motto.
off their website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she recited it. Go. It's really
Yes,
the whole
yes.
thing.
So with Rayleigh's, our vision statement is all about infusing life with health and happiness by changing the way the world eats one plate at a time.
I love that.
So we just want to impact our communities, impact people's health, impact people in general. We want to empower people to make healthy decisions, pick the right foods, and make it easy for them to pick the right foods.
What are some ways that Rayleigh's does that? I know when you go in, they have like their displays and stuff, but is there other ways like that you?
Yeah, so we really
there's this
focus on
recipe.
better for you. So when you walk down our aisles and you look at the shelf tags, we actually have a whole shelf guide, and a lot of work goes into maintaining that shelf guide. So we really just work on investigating every single product, doing our research, and then being able to make shopping easy for you. So if you're gluten-free, there's on our tag a little GF that will
how
indicate
nice.
it's
So
gluten-free.
helpful.
If it's clean label, it will say clean label right there, and everything has its own icon.
So if I'm wanting to sell something like Mama Ray's, she comes to you and is like, I want to sell this product, and you guys just investigate it before you ever let them come into the shelf.
Yes, so we are
Because you're like,
very
we're gonna-
particular about what
That's
we
awesome.
choose. We want everything to really represent us and our values. We want to make sure that it's sustainable, that it's healthy. If it's local, it's very
quite a
so important.
process
It's the
to get
exact
through
same-
that.
Like I agree, it's like staying with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like who you are as a small business owner. But are Rayleigh's everywhere? Where-
Rayleigh's is in California and Nevada,
Okay.
and we recently just acquired Bosch's in Arizona.
Ooh.
And so we are a family-owned company. We're third generation now.
Started here?
Started in California. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're third generation now. Our owner, Mike Teal, he came from Tom Rayleigh. He's Tom Rayleigh's great grandson.
wow.
Yes.
Cool.
So it's all stayed in the
Yeah.
family. And Bosch's, when we acquired them, they were family owned as well. So
Wow.
we merged with a company that
That's great.
was aligned with
I
our
had
values.
No idea. I definitely am going to shop at Rayleigh's.
Yeah.
more. I mean,
So the cool thing you asked about that. So your relationship, I would love you to tell the story. So you were very lucky with Dave Asher. You know, you went in, he helped you, he got you in the buy local
Yep.
store, introduced you to people, and then you're
Yes,
ready
he
to
did.
step it up a notch. And like, I want to build. I want to go a little bit farther out. I want to branch out. So
Yeah.
tell us how you branched
So
out
my
with Rayleigh's.
confidence started coming out when I realized it wasn't just me that loved the product, and it wasn't just my family, and people were enjoying it. So I had the courage to contact Rayleigh's. It took a while. It was about a 1.5-year process to finally get to the right buyer, to go through the whole online admission. What do you call that?
Like an onboarding
Application.
like an
Application, the
onboarding.
onboarding, yes, and that was hard to learn too. The portal was really, but I learned it, and it just, you know, I'm learning how to be a businesswoman, and I finally got through. And when they called me, I was literally on the phone with my husband. He was out of town on business, and I looked at my email, and they said, "You've been approved." And
So what was your feeling like?
oh, I just
Or
I just have
goosebumps
goosebumps
and-
thinking about it, because going back to a story about me and my brother.
Yes, that's what I want you to share.
Before I was even in a store, we would take our other jar, which was, this is my mom's picture, but it was a different logo.
The original.
The original one. And we would put it on the store at Costco and at Rayleigh's, which I've been shopping at Rayleigh's for 35 something years. That's another reason I love being in there. And we would take videos of it, and we would just laugh and giggle and show it to our family. And now it's actually on the shelves.
I mean, that's huge, right? I mean, is that your
huge.
biggest account? Like,
Yeah, so
Rayleigh's?
I'm in 31 stores in California and in Nevada, but 16 of them are Rayleigh's. And I have to go through, even though I'm approved through corporate, I have to go through each manager individually and prospect them.
no way.
Yeah, so I don't just walk in and say, hey, Rayanne, where do I go? I have to walk in and say,
Good thing
I'm
you
a
learned that
newly
portal.
approved vendor, and I'd like to introduce me and my products, and I'd like to see if we're a good fit.
Wow.
And I have to win them over. So
So can
It's
people
not hard
only
for
buy
her,
your
by the way.
product
you're so sweet.
at like those 31 stores, or can you buy it online too? Or is
You can
just-
buy it online. I sell it at mamaraykitchen.com.
Cool.
And we are on Instagram and Facebook at Mama Ray's Kitchen. But I really like to support all my local stores,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
people like Dave, that was my first store that I was getting my product in.
Yeah.
And he's been a great supporter of
You
me
know,
and my
because
business.
we do love our local stores. We do love Rayleigh's. So which
Yeah.
other stores are you in Rayleigh's?
So I wrote it down so I
Wrote
don't
it-
leave anybody out.
That's okay.
I've got
Check it
my
out.
city talk. Goes
Hold it
this
the right
way. So obviously the Nevada Marketplace in Reno Town Mall across from Atlantis, Dave Asher's store. And then in that same shopping mall is Our Town Pizza, which is owned by Marvin Kinney.
Kind of hungry.
And I think, I don't know if we said this on camera or after, but
It's okay.
But they use the Italian blend
Oh,
in their
yeah.
croutons for their
Yeah.
Caesar salad.
Right.
And then they put the jars on the table for them to sprinkle on the pizza. So that's kind of fun. And then we're in the Old Stonehouse Nursery south of town.
Stephen Giassi.
I love that store.
Hello, shout out,
It's
Steven.
adorable. Both of the Home Means Nevada stores,
Awesome.
Sierra Gold Seafood and Sparks, Reno Outdoor Living, and our newest one is Armando and Sons Butcher Shop. Which
Oh, that's cool.
They're
they
delicious.
have the best lobster. It's so good.
Now I want lobster. Pizza, now lobster.
Yeah, and then all the Rayleigh stores. You can go to any of the local. We're in all of the local Reno, Sparks. We're in Carson City, Gardnerville, and a couple Nob Hills in California.
Is that?
That's amazing.
That's a big deal.
That's so cool.
And so you're the main.
Oh, and Emerald Bay in Lake Tahoe. I just got into that.
There
one.
you go.
And Truckee.
See? But the cool thing is, you may not realize it. She is the one that goes and knocks on doors and she delivers, and her and her hubby are the one actually doing all this. So
Yeah.
it's
A
not
true
like
small business.
a true
It's
small
a true
business.
small
Yeah.
family business.
Yes,
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it totally is. I would love you to share. Well, it's time for Rayanne. How important is it for Rayleigh's to give back to the community?
It's incredibly important. It's very dear to our hearts. The Teals, they are a huge proponent. They are our third generation owners.
So cool.
They are a huge proponent for our charity Food for Families. So Food for Families works with all of our local food banks around all of our locations to give directly back to our community. Every year we do our Christmas donation bags. So you pay $10 for a bag and we deliver $30 worth of food
Wow.
to the food banks to contribute to families in need. So it's very dear to our hearts. The community means everything to us. We understand the importance of buying local, so that's why we want to support local as much as possible. It contributes to local tax revenue, to the local economy. It is just the ultimate way to give back.
No, it totally is. We have a few products out here that we wanted to highlight. I don't know if you can see them or if you would know them by memory. Well, I'll start out with what I buy all the time. Tahoe Blue. That is one of my favorites. Frey Ranch and El Sativo.
That's mine.
And I'm really excited when we did our shopping for the show hashtag.
Oh, on Sunday,
And
that was
on
fun.
Sunday,
That was
which
really
you'll
fun.
see a clip as you're watching the shopping for the show.
Yeah.
I was really excited to see that you had Great Basin beer and you had
Yeah.
Brewer's Cabinet, you had Lead Dog. I was like, I know these people. Like,
You have Pigeon Head?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
like to go to a grocery store and see all your friends.
Yeah, but do you only sell local stuff?
No, we sell everything.
Right?
Across
Because I was
the
like,
board.
I've been there. I was like, you sell everything.
We
it's a regular.
are all about variety.
Yeah, it's really. That's cool.
and there's
though.
the honey, and then
Yes,
what's the
Italian Hearts pasta.
Italian Hearts pasta. They are so sweet.
Mama Val and Papa Sal.
Thank you guys.
yeah.
And
Incredible.
They keep messaging me like, Have you? Yes, I have. I have it here, and I have tried it, and I'm not fibbing. And what's the salsa?
Oh, do you have Rocco's?
I have
Is that
not.
Rocco's
I
up
have
there?
it, but I have not tried it.
Oh, Rocco's is delicious.
I didn't get the spicy though.
We actually just had our 50th anniversary on July 1st, so we had a big, huge event at our Rayleigh's in Keystone, and Rocco's was there, and he was doing samples.
I heard that.
You guys are also a Cancer, me too.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we come back. We're going to continue the conversation more, and we're going to do our Deb's pick. So I hope you're hungry because Denise made some goodies from the seasonings that we get to sample and we get to pick what's our favorite. So you're not going anywhere. If we can get another mic, we'll have Dave back. So it's About Town Deb and Jaime Chapman with City Talk. We'll be right back. Welcome back to About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. Jaime Chapman, welcome back, my co-host. This is the segment that we all love. It's the Deb's pick, but we let everybody pick because I like to share the picks. So Denise Ray with Mama Ray's, we did a shopping trip at Rayleigh's.
Yes, that was so fun.
So thank you for letting that happen. Thank you. We were so excited because we were picking out local products. And so share a little bit about what we're gonna have, and then I wanna go back to some cool facts, and I have a really important question to ask Rayanne. But
Okay,
tell us
so
what we're having.
what we're doing is we're having, in honor of pineapple pedicabs, we're having
gonna say, I was like,
a
did everybody
pineapple
see the
shrimp
pineapple?
skewer, and we're having a beet salad with feta cheese.
That's for me.
That's for her. Made that just especially for
We
Deb.
got the beets at Rayleigh's, Keystone.
A Caesar salad that actually came from Our Town Pizza. And then on the steak fries, they're a little wilted because I made them last night.
okay, it's okay.
We got steak fries and spaghetti squash that was cooked in the steak rub. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can use all of these products on your vegetables.
And we have so what's the popcorn thing going on?
So the popcorn is made with Mama Ray's Italian on one side, Mama Ray's Original on the other. And I basically just put it in an old soup pot with coconut oil. And
We love coconut oil.
I put the
just so you
seasoning
know.
inside. There's the Italian.
I mean, popcorn's my favorite food.
It's
Oh,
really
it smells
tasty.
so good.
Here's your Italian.
You can always put extra on the popcorn.
Yep.
I can't believe you just said that about that.
So while you
Wait,
guys are,
what's the seasoning on
while
this
you
one?
guys are,
That smells so good.
one second, while you guys are chatting about that, I want to get one more quote out, and then we have a really cool question, and then we have some facts. Quote, as you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and one for helping others, Audrey Hepburn. And I really feel like we got two hands here, we all need to give back, and that's what's really important about Rayleigh's. And so going into that, Rayanne, I do have a really important, this question is probably one of my, what makes me feel more heartfelt about Rayleigh's. So how do you feel? You're a team leader. How do you feel being a team leader, knowing that you were such a huge part of making dreams come true? Because, with Denise, she came in off the street, like, help, I want to do this. And your team worked with her, and now she's there, and now she's grown. And then you give back and you have scholarships. So I just would love you to share a little bit about the culture, because how do you feel working in that culture?
I am just so incredibly proud and thankful to work for the company that I do. Working for Rayleigh's was the first place that I ever belonged. It was the first time in my life I was like, I belong here. And I think a huge part of that is I'm a very empathetic and sensitive person. I'm a double Pisces.
Oh,
so,
I'm a Pisces.
Oh, that's why we get along. So just the fact that when it comes to our team members, as a leader, every action that I do impacts them. I'm there to support them. I help kids, you know, apply for their first credit cards, fill out their first apartment applications, help them with their homework. Like, it's so much more than just running a grocery store. It's being a part of a community. It's helping people like Denise get their dreams to come true. And like with our scholarship program, all of our team members, we allow them to apply for it, and then we will reimburse them for college classes. We have a partnership with TMCC where we do an RMCP program. That's our Retail Management Certificate program. And Rayleigh's will completely pay for any of our team members to get a Retail Management Certificate through that. In California, it's a...
No way.
I forget what
pretty
college
cool.
it is, but
Yeah, that
it's
is
very
pretty
supportive. It's just the culture that we have is truly a culture of family and community, nourishing our communities.
So as
That
it
is
says
super
here,
cool.
empowering team members to find growth, purpose, and impact.
Yes.
And that's what you guys do.
That's what
and
we're
there's a
about.
few more cool facts. I'm gonna let
Yeah, we
Jamie.
got all sorts of cool
Let's
things
talk
happening.
about the cool facts, and then we're gonna go back to this food because I'm gonna like eat while you're doing cool facts.
Well,
There
we
you go.
talked about this with the. I know I should have eaten while you guys were talking. I didn't want to be rude. I was like, "Are we allowed to eat?" You guys made me wait till we were on air.
No, we're gonna try
Okay,
this.
so this was cool. We talked about produce and other local things that you source within 50 miles of each store. Rayleigh's does.
Yes.
So you can get your produce there. And this is a really cool thing because I order all of my groceries online and I pick them up because I hate shopping. And she said that her person on Keystone, this is where to do it. She'll get me good produce. And I can, because the worst part about ordering online is they get you crappy produce. You know, you like bananas that are green or bruised apples. And she said in the notes you can be like, I do not want a bruised apple, or I want this and that, and be very specific. And she said her lead there on that runs that was like Anna, right?
Yes.
And we'll make sure that I get good produce that's local. What's this next one? 36% of private label products are produced in California. Whoa, and Nevada.
Yep.
36%?
Yeah.
Is that just your store?
That's all of our stores across the board, every single location that we have. We try our best to eliminate our environmental impact by ensuring that we're cutting our travel costs. We're cutting it from truck to shelf. We want to be sustainable.
Whoa. That's really cool. I didn't realize that. That's a large percentage.
What is on here?
44 million pounds of cardboard recycled?
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that a big deal?
That's a lot of breaking down
Oh,
boxes.
yeah. Absolutely.
You guys know nails on the chalkboard?
Oh, I don't like nails on
So
the chalkboard.
nobody does. The cardboard on cardboard that's what it is for me. Like that would be a nightmare. So I'm glad you guys are doing that. Okay, next one is
Yeah.
253,680 pounds of food scraps diverted to farms for animal feed and organic composting in 2020.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what does that mean exactly? What are you doing?
So essentially, produce goes bad,
Sure.
or maybe it doesn't come in great, and so we have these big trim bins, or sometimes we call them pig bins, because that's where they go. And so our trucks, when they come to pick them up, our drivers pick up these trim bins and then take them to our farms and our local areas. They can utilize that to feed their animals, create compost bins to fertilize.
Oh, that's
all of that fun
awesome.
stuff.
Do you know any farms that you specifically take to?
Not
Not to put you on the
specifically, the
spot, but-
majority of them are in California.
Cool. That's really good. All right.
Okay.
That's all I got for
So
little facts.
now we're going to talk about some food. So I
we're allowed
would
to
love you
eat?
to share a little bit about why you picked what seasonings to what food, which
So
item.
on the skewers with the shrimp, I use the poultry because my mom and I loved lemon and basil
Oh, I
together.
love lemon and basil.
So I put lemon peel in there and basil. And of course you could use it on chicken, but it's great on seafood. It's great on
So good.
other things, but that's why I put the poultry on that. Again, the steak rub is on the carrot fries and the spaghetti squash because I think it's fun to try something different instead of just putting it on steak. It tastes good on vegetables.
Oh my gosh.
And then the Italian, because it comes from Our Town Pizza.
I love it. I love it.
and,
Wait, which one's the Italian on?
The Caesar salad.
Oh, cool.
It's delicious.
And
So tell me about the beets, guys. The
beets.
beets.
Okay,
These are
so
the best beets I've ever had in
when
my
we
whole
were
life.
shopping for the beets, oh my gosh, they were so
I
beautiful.
was so excited.
We got the big golden beets and the red beets. And one thing that I told her that she didn't know was you can actually eat the greens.
I did try to cook them, but mine probably don't. I tried to call you to ask you what to put in.
So I
because-
just sauteed up the greens and put them in the salad.
But yours tastes better than mine.
because it's got some Mama Ray's rubs on it.
Probably.
Oh, you set her up perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, because the greens, mine taste kind of bitter.
And I put the original on the beet salad.
It is amazing.
And it's got a nice vinaigrette.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And so tell me about, what is this again?
That's spaghetti squash.
It tastes like spaghetti.
Yeah.
You've never had spaghetti squash?
Not in a long time, but this really tastes healthy.
My
good.
grandma cooks this for me every time I go home.
Oh, you are
love
so
It's my
lucky.
other item.
I'm
And
kind
it's
of
funny because she uses seasoning. Now I've got to send her one of these ones. Which one is on in this one?
Actually, the
the
spaghetti
spaghetti
squash
squash?
has the steak rub on it.
Oh,
But-
that's my favorite.
Whoa, really?
okay, popcorn.
But and then we have
Amazing.
the popcorn made with the Italian, and then the one over here. This popcorn is made with the original, which I don't know if you smelled that one yet.
No, I
There
will.
you go.
I want to smell the poultry one again. I actually have all three of these at home, and I use mine
There's
for my
4.
beets. I use mine on the avocado.
Isn't that lemon
I
and basil?
I have almost an avocado a day.
Wait, try me. Let me
Ooh.
try that one.
I love and I actually got my last avocados at Rayleigh's, and I got my beets at Rayleigh's.
Yeah.
But I'm hooked on beets. I don't know. Beets are my favorite.
I could
So
eat 'em
if we
every
have to
day.
pick a favorite of what seasoning and what you nibbled on, what's your favorite?
Wait, I haven't tried it.
Or how
I already
fishing.
know mine.
These carrot
We know
fries.
yours.
Carrot fries are amazing.
I'm
yes.
a sucker for the steak rub though. So
Steak rubs yours. Okay.
Is it sacrilegious if I don't say pineapple?
No, you can say.
Spaghetti squash was my favorite.
Ah.
But I haven't had the pineapple yet.
Oh, okay.
Or the popcorn.
I'm a little torn because I'm a sucker for beets, and I love the beets, but the shrimp on that skewer with the seasoning is amazing, and the onions and the bell peppers. Seriously, you have every flavor that you can want on this plate.
And the trick to cooking the vegetables is not to overcook them.
See, I overcook them. Like
if they
I
get too
overcook
mushy,
them.
then they lose the crunch and they lose the
That's
freshness.
what I do
and-
because I'm not a really good cook. So we're going to hang out together. You're going to teach me how
I'm
to
going to
cook.
teach you how to make those.
So, Dave, what's your favorite?
The beets and the shrimp,
Aren't the beets
great
incredible?
combination.
I'm such
Yeah?
a beet girl. I love it. So
You mixed your beet with your shrimp? It looks like you just mixed all your shrimp together.
I can do it all the time.
Everything.
He's got a little buffet going on.
Okay. So
It's like I needed a bowl.
I would say that so what's the consensus? What's the favorite then? I would say
It sounded like the shrimp. Shrimp
the
got
shrimp
2
and
votes.
I would say the shrimp and the beets. So the poultry and the beet. So the cool thing is, you could put the seasoning on poultry, on veggies, on beets, on spaghetti squash, on
Cottage
popcorn,
cheese.
cottage cheese, which we should do a whole segment on just this whole new cottage cheese phase.
Yeah.
And you're going to be on. I'm going to show you. You can make ice cream out of cottage cheese.
I've been eating cottage cheese for
I have my whole
you ask
life.
My mom's here. You can ask
No,
her. I've been eating cottage cheese since
I grew up on cottage cheese, but it was not like cottage cheese now. Now it's a whole
How do
new
you
thing.
eat it? Do you eat it so?
I have it like with salt and pepper. Maybe I put tomatoes. Sometimes
Tomato,
I put
yeah.
mayonnaise in it. Sometimes I put Lowry
You
seasoning.
put mayonnaise
Or you
in
can,
your cottage cheese?
Yeah, I do
Oh.
mayonnaise, cottage cheese, Lowry seasoning, tomatoes, and it's Aunt Lucy's special, Aunt Jen's special.
That sounds really
Yeah.
good. Or
I
We
can
should
put,
all
you could-
bring our cottage cheese recipes.
What?
We should all bring what we make
Yes,
with our
we
cottage
we
cheese.
definitely
and then
will do
we
that.
Figure out who's the best.
Yeah. So anyway, so I think
Oh,
the
we're
favorite.
running- which
I
time?
know we're running out of time. I know we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap
Yeah,
it
no,
up
we're
for
getting
this
yelled at.
segment. So anyway, you guys each give a shout out, and then we're just going to give a shout out. How do we get a hold of you guys? Websites and how to get a hold
Oh,
of you.
you can find us at mamarays.kitchen.com. It's MAMARAYS. We are on Instagram and Facebook at Mama Ray's Kitchen. And just send me a message or an email and we'll get the order to
She
you.
gets them. Dave.
I'm in the Buy Nevada First Gift Shop and Visitor Center in the Nevada Marketplace in the Reno Town Mall. BuyNevadaFirst.com. We have more locals under one roof than anywhere in the state.
Awesome. Rayanne.
You can find me at the Rayleigh's Keystone every single day of the week, any time of the day. You can also find all of our stores if you want to connect with your store personally on Facebook.
Okay, we are going to leave for right now. When we come back, we're just doing thank yous, we promise you. So hang tight. It's About 10 Devon City Talk.
Hi, my name is Brandon Bianco, and I own Dream Pilot Films here in Reno. I founded this company in 2016 with a mission to help people, organizations, and businesses become unstoppable towards reaching their goals through cinematic video and high-quality photography. We've worked on both sides of the camera, producing commercials, events, documentaries, social media content, weddings, music videos, YouTube series, reality, short films, as well as many other types of projects. But we're more than just a video production company. We also have a print marketing division graphic and web design, as well as a social media management department. Our goal is to help you market your brand through any of our departments in a way that helps you stand out above the rest and impress your clients and audience. The digital age is here, and we can boost your visibility to where it needs to be to compete with the leaders in your industry. We look forward to putting our talents to use and push your message forward.
Welcome back to the final segment of About Town Deb with City Talk. If you are listening this week, which you are if you're hearing us, we went over on quite a few segments, but how do you not go over with local and with all these amazing people? And it's my show, City Talk, so it's your show too, so we're gonna chat a little bit longer. I really do, honestly. Jaime, thank you. I love your energy, I love your spirit, I love your support for our community. Yes, I love your pineapple pedicabs, but you're so much more than that. You really have become the heart and soul. You really have. You know that. I told you that from day one when I met you a few years back, that you bring such a warmth to our community, and just the way she shines and she smiles and she cares about people, and she's a connector like I am, and that's why I love hanging out with her. And she will be on many more times, and you're going to get to see Peggy, the blind little pug. You're going to see Peggy, and Peggy's going to be, by the time we air the show, Peggy's going to be a rock star. You will probably you'll already see, Peggy, she, because she's her other dog.
Peggy the blind pug.
Peggy the blind pug. So thank you. And Denise, I am so honored to be your friend, and I'm looking forward to many more adventures. And I know you're only going to grow higher and higher with everything you succeed in. I'm going to be there cheering you on. Dave, Asher, what can I say? We go way back. When you first met me, I couldn't even say my name. I stuttered. I'm honest about it. I've had it. So how cool it is to be sitting with you here today, seeing that I'm with these amazing people in Dream Pilot and Design on Edge, Kim Surratt, they're all our sponsors, and without them, we wouldn't be sitting here today. And we are so grateful. And without Caliber Hair and Makeup, Soak Nail Lounge, Blythe at Labels Consignment. Yes, we want to do that. Surratt Law, as I said, Dorinda's, Kimmy Candy, DigiPrint. Right now, those are our sponsors, but we would love to have you. We'd love you to advertise with us. We have an amazing package. We love you guys. We do a lot on social media, Instagram. You can follow About Town Deb. Just Google About Town Deb, and you'll find somewhere Deb will be. Yep. But we're just really grateful to be here. And is there any last words any of you would like to say as a thank you, or like something that would, if there's anything you'd like to share with the audience to let them know how much you care about local, now's the time.
Well, I would just like to say thank you for all the support. It's amazing that the people that have taken me under their wings just guided me along the way on this journey of becoming a new businesswoman. And I just want to thank all of you guys for the support, and for Rayleigh's and all my local stores that are selling my product. Thanks for shopping local.
Okay.
And buy local with every purchase decision. It keeps the profits here, it keeps the job here. It's the #1 way to create a great economy. Yeah. Thank you for all that you've done.
Awesome. Raya?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who is in this community, that impacts this community, to all of my customers that I see every day at my store, and of course to Denise and to Deb. You guys have just been phenomenal. Thank you, Jaime. Thank you, Dave. It's been a great experience.
Jaime, you're up.
Well, when you were talking, I kept wanting to interrupt that. So when I first came to Reno, I was searching for a fur coat because I was going to Burning Man. My first experience here, I was going to Burning Man. And I went to shop everywhere in Reno went to Junkie, and I went to Melting Pot, and all these normal places that you go for a fur coat, and I got my fur coat at Labels.
Yes! See, we like to hear that.
And I still wear it every year at Burning Man. It's my favorite one.
So it just shows you guys, we all support, but we would love to support your local community. We'd love you to share with us your stories. We want shout outs. I'm going to end with a quote and say goodbye because we've chatted enough. Here we go. Last quote of the show. A small business is an amazing way to serve and leave an impact on the world you live in. Nicole Snow. Small business provides a big opportunity to make a difference in the world of business and beyond. Remember, together we are one heart. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy with City Talk. Jaime Chapman, we will see you next week.